my hero, and welcome now to Shout Out Wednesday. Post a comment or ask a question at soulgarden.tv in the Aries room. I'll do my best to shout back or answer the following Wednesday. Well, looks like Overcast was still a chance of getting pissed off for a second day in a row with the heroes of the zodiac. That's because the moon continues to transit into Pisces, and that means your subconscious emotions are kind of floating to the surface, adding more gravity to the day. In the next 24 hours, the moon will cross in front of Uranus. That means it's breakdown followed by breakthrough, although not major breakthrough like we experienced yesterday. This is just your emotional side of life, and likely it will come across as a test of faith you have in yourself. Now, this is that fault line that I talk about at least twice a month when the moon strikes it. The moon crossing Uranus also pulls in the retrograde Saturn in lifestyle. So what may happen is some sort of a faith trigger, something where you start to panic or you fall into an old space. Maybe when you were a kid, you were always afraid of certain things. That's the kind of karmic weed I expect to be exposed with the moon conjuncting Uranus. And remember, the goal here is to innovate your emotions, to not fall into this emotional booby trap every time the moon crosses Uranus. On top of that, it's going to be a balancing act between Uranus in the house of subconscious, you pulling weeds, and retrograde Saturn in Virgo, which is saying to Aries is, you got to change your lifestyle, the way you live in the moment, to avoid these booby traps in the future. So it's a nice balancing act between changing your lifestyle and innovating the way you emotionally relate to something. Lastly, today the sun is in Aries, and today finally ruled by Mercury. So today's an excellent day for thinking, for processing, for getting things off your chest. And if your karmic weed involves someone else, today's really an excellent day to have that important conversation with them. Now for our shout out goes to soul gardener named Trinity, who lives in Texas. There's a couple Trinities on the site, so I want to be clear on which Trinity we're talking about. Trinity asks a very good Aries question about Arieses are designed to be heroes. They're designed to save the day. They're designed to fight to keep things going. And I guess Trinity's having some things falling apart right now in her life, and she's trying to figure out, when do you let things fall apart and when do you fight for things? Excellent question, Trinity. Well, you know, I think Arieses and their strength and their ability to be heroes really comes down with a very well thought out execution plan. That's really the trick. If things are falling apart in your life, you have to analyze, is this for the better? Will this lead for the better? Sometimes the universe is doing us a lot of justice in letting things fall apart, but one thing is for certain, an Aries should always act when it's something their entire heart and soul wants. If your heart and soul wants it, and you feel in your instincts that this is the only way it's going to happen, then by all means use that Aries courage and charge. All right, I hope that helps, Trinity. I'll see you folks tomorrow with more. Live, love, be.
Soul Garden.